What's going on, family? It's a little after 7 p.m. East Coast time. Sunday. Last time I checked, it was Sunday. Yeah, my Fitbit still says Sunday. So guess what time it is? It's time for the Fight Share report, baby. My name's Brew, and I'm here with the Badger, who's sitting right there, looking like pretty Tony Montana. I don't know about the Scarface, but he got the hat and glasses on. Kind of look like Chico and the Man. Hey, but we're here to bring you a great show. Great show. What you got, bro?
Just talking about how much I can't stand you, bro, under my breath, dude. But
Cool.
it's all good, man. I'm here, man. It's Sunday. Uh, just enjoying a relaxing weekend, bro. Just trying to keep it cool, keep everything pushing. But I'm here for therapy, man. So what we got?
Well, we got some good stuff coming at you. We got On My Grind, baby. I can't wait. We got On My Grind. We're going to talk about two things. So we got On My Grind Part 1, Part 2. It was a big weekend for sports in general. It wasn't just soccer. We had fighting going on. That was good. Fighting on the ice, but we're going to talk about fighting in the ring and in the octagon. So OMG1, we're talking about, and I hate when you do that because I really can't see it.
Showtime Boxing is back, baby.
Showtime Boxing is back. He just did it because he knew I couldn't see it. That's okay. No problem. Showtime had a great card on last night. I got to give it up to Al Heyman and the show and the PBC crew and the Showtime production crew. They put on a really good card. Shout out to Kevin Cunningham. He looked good on TV last night. His prospect didn't. Well, he did in the beginning. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, listen, that was a disappointing fight because Kevin Cunningham is a friend of mine. He also trains a little bro. So anytime you see guys come out of Camp Cunningham down in Palm Beach, want to see him succeed.
Right.
Marcos has been putting in work for quite a long time. I've been watching this journey. I saw the first fight with him and this young man, Joe George, and the first fight was just as competitive as this fight. It went to the judge's decision on the first fight, and they all thought that Joe George was the better fighter. Last night, that didn't happen. The fight ended abruptly in round 9 of a 10-round fight. And I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound like a Monday morning quarterbacking, but I saw this happening after like round 3.
Yeah.
I saw this. Yeah, I saw this coming.
Yeah, because honestly, I know Kevin's really on his fighters about technical skills and ring awareness. And it didn't seem like Joe George really had either last night. It didn't. It seemed like it was like one of those fights that happened in the schoolyard and they met again in the bar when they graduated. But his opponent, I don't know how to put it, bro. I just knew, and I can't remember his name. The guy out of Kevin
Marcos Escudero.
Escudero. I just felt Escudero was going to win that fight because everything was lining up. And it just lining up, except, and I'm going to say it looked like almost like a repeat of Lubin Charlo in the first round, where he was moving and he moved into that punch because Joe George, I don't think could have thrown a punch that perfect from what I saw for the first part of the fight. But he stretched him out and relaxed him before he ever hit the ground.
Oh, yeah. I'm in agreement with you in the way that it was abruptly ended, kind of similarities of what happened with the Lubin fight. But the Lubin fight was different because it was an experience factor and Lubin leaned into a punch that he didn't see coming.
Right.
Marcos had been making the same mistake all night. First of all, he kept dropping his hands.
Right.
He kept dropping his hands because he was fatigued. He was fatigued because he had spent the first 8 rounds emptying his gas tank. I mean, he would get George against the ropes and he'd go to work on the body. And then he'd get George, he'd cut him off and get in it. And it was almost like at one point, I want to say around round 4 or 5, I saw George kind of like, he just started relaxing. Then he started kind of picking his shots. He'd throw 1 or 2 here and there, but nothing real meaningful. After about round 6, you saw George start to pick it up. Then he started fighting in more spurts. And by the time you got to round 9, you saw George being the aggressor. And in that exchange, Escudero fatigued. He dropped his hands. He leaned forward, and George just stepped back. Now, was he aware that he was throwing it? Yes. Did he intend to throw it that way? I don't think so. But if you watch the fight, it almost looked like George kept waiting for the perfect punch. He was almost throwing one punch at a time at some points. Like he was looking for the right punch. Escudero did himself no favors by fatiguing like that and then leaning over his toes into his opponent. When you start getting into like 160 and up, and these guys are fighting at 75, these are big dudes. It don't take much. And it caught me. It was over. And I was disappointed because not only do we have personal ties, but I just thought he was winning the fight. I didn't have Joe George winning maybe like 1 or 2 rounds at the most.
And again, I wasn't saying it was the exact same knockout. It looked like the way he leaned into that uppercut. Yeah. He was trying to get away from one punch that really wasn't going to hurt him.
Right.
He leaned right into that uppercut.
Yeah.
And George looked as shocked as anybody else when it landed. He was like, "Oh, I did that.
I got it."
Yeah. So going to I wanted to go to the title eliminator fight, but I think we might want to go to the heavyweight fight, bro. Not the heavyweight fight, but the main event.
Oh, Angelo Leo and Mighty Midget Williams.
Mighty Midget Williams, yes.
Yeah.
Listen, Tremaine Williams came to fight. He came to fight. He, I thought, won the first, second, and fourth round.
Mm-hmm.
I know Farhad gave him actually first, second, and fifth round. I know Farhad gave him, only the first 2, but he came up with the right strategy. But then, he got into, mixing it up in the middle of the ring and against the ropes, and he shouldn't have done that. He needed to keep it at a distance. And
fix the TV. Put the movie back on.
He had a shot if he would have kept it at a distance. But
get down so people can't see you in the back.
Hey, Leo really worked the body. He literally worked that body and worked that body and worked that body till he took the air out of the tire. And that's what happened with Tremaine Williams. You could hear it in his corner. His corner man kept saying, "I told you this kid was vicious with the body."
Thank you.
And eventually it was going to take its toll. And even his corner said,
So what you thought?
What do you mean?
So like your initial assessment. So you thought that you had Tremaine coming in winning, or you thought he would win because he was a last minute replacement?
No.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I didn't have a preconceived winner in this one.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I read you wrong. I'm sorry, bro. I read you wrong. My bad.
Tremaine came out the gate looking good with them jabs and that straight left. But I started saying, he's hitting this guy square, and Angelo was not budging.
Listen.
And I was like, and as the fight went on, I'm like, oh, Lord, Angelo went terrible apart.
Listen, I have been peeping the conversation between all these guys that came up together. So you got Lubin, you got Shakur, you got Mike Fox, you got, I want to say maybe it was Lamont Roach as well. You got like 4 or 5 of these guys that are all around the same age, all around 24, 25. They all kind of came up together, right? And they kept saying they counted Midget out. We like Midget to win this fight. I, like you, after the first, second round, I was like, yo, this kid, Midget, he's got something. You know what he lacked, though? You know what his problem was?
Power.
He was a midget. That was his problem. That was his problem. Angelo was just too strong. There was nothing that Williams could do to keep Angelo off of him. That's why the second.
And Angelo was only 2 inches taller, but he looked like
he was so much bigger. Yeah, he was so much bigger. Yeah. And that's why in the second half of the fight, you saw it skew the way it did. It almost looked like, the fight literally took 3 stages. The first couple rounds, like, oh man, Williams is the worst matchup for this kid. He's the last minute replacement as a southpaw. This is going to be trouble for Leo. Then around the middle round, you're like, wait a minute, what's happening? Like, Williams, is he fading? He don't look strong. What's going on? Then by the time you got to the third part of the fight, I was like, yo, yeah, he's just walking him down now. He's just cutting him off. He's just driving shots to the body. The size was the difference in that fight. I like both of those young men. I think with a better training camp, Midget could put up a better fight. I just think that Leo might just be too big for him. And that might be a problem with him going forward with other guys in that weight class. He may have to go back down if he can, because it like you said, on paper, it looked close, but in the ring, it looked like he was just so much bigger.
He was hitting, Tremaine was hitting Leo with everything he had, and Leo was just like, hum,
Yeah.
just eating it, just eating it, and coming forward, bro. So what's going on my OMG 2?
Yeah, I was about to say that we got to slow this one down to jump on this one for all my Octagon fans that was out celebrating last night. The UFC was back on TV.
Yeah.
It was free, and you got to see it. I'll admit, I only caught the main event. I missed the rest of them, so I'm gonna let you piggyback and let you take the lead on this one. What did you see happening on UFC Fight Night last night?
Listen, I caught it by accident because I was ready for that Showtime fight.
Okay.
So didn't really see much of it. We got the main event. But I did go back and look. And when you look, they had four cards that they spotlighted. And I hadn't seen Lando Veneta for a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while either, and I missed it. What was the results of that?
Bobby Green got him, man.
Bobby Green is on. Didn't Bobby Green just win like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
He got him by decision. It went all 3 rounds.
And it went all 3 rounds. Okay,
Yeah.
But listen, props to Bobby Green. He just fought. I think he fought on Fight Island, didn't he? Wasn't he over there like a couple weeks ago?
I think he was, or right before they went.
Oh, right before. Yeah. He just fought recently. Hey man, some of these guys are really taking advantage of these quick turnarounds, and good for them.
And then your boy Vicente Luke, he fought.
Luke, he won. Yeah.
Vicente won by KO round 2 or TKO round.
Wow, he stopped Randy Brown.
Yeah.
Dang.
And with 4 seconds left in the second round, he almost made it to the stool.
Dang. Luque is tough though. Vicente Luque is an underrated fighter. He is, and I didn't know much about Randy Brown other than what I saw, which was obvious that he was explosive, he's athletic. But man, Luque we've seen him do this before. So I'm not surprised.
Listen, the women's co-main is the one we should have caught. That is the one we should have caught.
I heard about somebody going to the hospital after that fight. Is that correct? So give me a breakdown on that. What happened?
It was Joanne Calderwood. These are flyweights, mind you.
Right.
Joanne Calderwood was fighting Jennifer Maia. And we just saw Jennifer Maia fight not too long ago.
What card was Jennifer Maia? Was she on
Come on, I'm gonna let you get it.
Oh, was she on the Usman card?
That's where I remember seeing her.
That's a quick flip.
And she got a first round submission. 4 minutes, 29 seconds. She got a submission in round 1. So it was, listen, these fighters are taking advantage of every opportunity they can.
Now I know, okay, you're absolutely correct. And before I say this, props to Jennifer Maia.
Yeah.
Nothing but props. But we saw the same thing with Valentina Shevchenko's sister when she stepped in the ring with Caitlin Chukagian. And it's levels to this stuff, man.
Yeah, but
I'm not taking anything away from Maia. I don't know how good. What I guess what I'm saying is I'm giving her the credit for the work that she's put in, the sacrifices she's made, and she won the fight.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about her opponent. If her opponent looked like how Shevchenko's sister looked in there with Chukagian, then that could have been a sparring match. Well, that's how one side that fight was.
Her opponent was a veteran. I mean, Joanne was 14-5 or 14-4 coming in.
Okay, all right.
So she's no slouch. It wasn't the same type of fight. You just get caught.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, like I said, props to her anyway. I mean, just having that kind of awareness and wherewithal and discipline to come right back after 2 weeks, you didn't get a chance to let your body really rest.
Right.
So good for her.
And listen, you saw Derek Brunson's fight, the main event, Derek Brunson against Edmund. I can never say
Shabazian. Yeah. So can we unpack this for just a minute, real quick?
Sure.
Derek Brunson was someone who's disappointed me throughout his career. Mm-hmm. Brunson has been on the big stage a few times, just falling short. Now, I know for 2 of the fights there was illness, and then he was also caught in the hurricane thing from last year that hit up there where he was from in Wilmington, or the coastal area of North Carolina. With that being said, Brunson's record was 20-7 going into that fight last night. He was an underdog, a big underdog to a prospect. Shabazian is what, 22? And how many UFC fights has he had? I think this was his first one, wasn't it?
11. Because he was 11. Well,
his first UFC fight, not MMA, UFC fight.
Right.
Yeah, I think this might have been his UFC debut.
Because he was 11-0 coming in the main event, bro.
Yeah. And somebody might want to fact check me to make sure, right? I hate saying things I'm not 100% sure of, but for the purpose of the dialogue, if this was his first UFC fight, and because now remember, this is the opponent he won. He called out Derek Brunson. Mm-hmm. Nah. Derek Brunson brought out his aggressive wrestling, which is what got him to the UFC, and then he showed some good striking, and he appeared to be mentally and physically tough and in shape. Brunson always struck me as a dude that could be broken in the fights I've seen him lose, right? Last night, for whatever it's worth, he looked like he was just not going to go away. And he ate a couple of good shots. He had a couple of good body kicks, a couple of straights, but boy, his punches, like, they just hit different. When he was punching Shabazian, it just was like, ooh. Yeah. Ooh. And then the way he would slam him, take him down to the ground, double leg, single leg takedown, climb the tree, you know what I'm saying, and just go to work. When he split him with the elbow, I'm just like, it was a fight between two men that were probably physically close in talent, but the experience and the mental gap was way too much. He beat that boy up good. They want to say they thought the fight was stopped early. That fight was going to end either at the end of that round or going to the next round, because the fight had progressively started going into Brunson's favor throughout. The first round was kind of even. You didn't really know who won it. Some people thought Shabazian won it. Some people was like, The second round, it started to get real deliberate. And you could start to see Brunson his shots was just harder. They were just tougher.
Yeah. Listen, shout out to Derek Brunson. So,
anybody from Carolina, man, stand up. Petey Pablo, all them people.
Take your shirt off. Wave it around your head like a helicopter.
Yeah, all that stuff.
You know what? But that wasn't my favorite Petey Pablo song. My favorite Petey Pablo song, I told you it's about to happen, but y'all wouldn't listen to me. Now you see you popping off. Got you in the club dancing off. Come on now. Break it down for me. Break it down for me. You started this.
Bro, you got to.
What is in the air? Oh.
You got to chill, bro.
Bro, I did that song. We had a Christian hip hop show on WTBN back in 2012, and I did a remake when Obama won the election. I told y'all, I did a remake. Listen, they said they haven't heard the N-word so many times at that station. People were calling in, writing in. Some people actually showed up during the week. They wanted us pulled off there.
Yeah, well,
right. It's a Christian station.
Right.
But it's very right wing. So, anyways, I said it. What'd you say this week?
Man, listen, I had to kick it up with a brand new flavor. In the words of Craig Mack, I had to just do this because this is just it's so befitting of what we've become as a state, especially this part of the state, right?
I'm just gonna be quiet on this one and listen,
bro. So over the weekend, the masterminds behind the Twitter hack that got people to donate a whole lot of money to various campaigns under the guise of one President or Barack Obama, one Jeff Bezos, one Hillary Clinton, and I think George Soros might have been the other one. I don't remember who the fourth person was. That wasn't all, but those are some of the more high-profile Twitter accounts that were hacked by two teenagers from Central Florida.
Of course, they couldn't be from anywhere else.
Do you want to guess where the accomplice was from? The accomplice was from Orlando. Orlando, right up the road.
That's right.
45 minutes. Do you know where the mastermind was from?
Please tell us.
Tampa, Florida. 17 years old. Why does that not surprise me? Why does that not surprise me?
We've covered both ends of I-4. We have covered both ends of I-4.
Bro, they were stealing This is coming from the FBI and Department of Justice. They were stealing up to 100,000 Bitcoin a day. Now I don't know what that transitions or translates or whatever into U.S. dollars, but 100,000 anything a day sounds like a lot to me. That sounds like a whole lot. But yeah, and the third person, well, I guess where they were trying to clean up the Bitcoin at, if that's even a thing, I don't know how this works, was in the UK.
Of course.
So, listen, man, I just want to give a shout to everybody in Central Florida, man. We on the map,
For all the right reasons.
Yeah, I mean, we're not South Florida, and we're not Southern Georgia or, Eastern Alabama. Central Florida, man, we've got quite the reputation. I don't even know how to feel about it. It's a little awkward. But let's just say it's in the first thing that Central Florida has been known to do on a national level when it comes to defrauding. Tax scams was hitting big here for years. Real estate scandals. I mean, it's just all kind of stuff going on, bro. So I had to throw this out because I just thought it was hilarious. And that these two people were children. I think one was 19 and the mastermind was a 17-year-old here in Tampa. Just don't get no better. We got listen. If you're gonna steal some shit, do this. Cause I don't even know what this is, but it just sounds impressive. 100,000 Bitcoin. What does that even mean? What does that mean?
100,000 Bitcoin equals how many US dollars? 100,000 Bitcoin equals how many US dollars?
I mean,
oh my God. You ready for this?
That's it.
100,000 Bitcoin equals $1,110,680,000 per day. I almost said per day, per day.
Listen, so what we're gonna do for everybody that's watching us out here on Fighter Share Nation, I'm gonna err on the side of caution here and say that that's not accurate. But in case it is,
it's on the exchange.
In case that's accurate, we know Bitcoin fluctuates daily, right?
Bro, but it's usually around 20,000 US dollars
for
Bitcoin.
Listen, I'm finna give you your props, regardless if that's right or if it's wrong.
Sheesh.
That's a lot of anything, bro. And the fact that they were, they messed up because they used the wrong accounts. But in order to get the donations they needed, they had to use these people's names.
No, there's a way to do it, and I won't say, but yeah.
Bless the children. Bless the children.
Doing it.
Yeah, they did.
If it had been somebody with any knowledge,
they ran it up. Listen, from the size of what you said, after one day, I'm out of it, bro. We only need to hit one time. What we doing?
You talk about out of it. I mean Nigeria with my own money.
Bro, I say the boy got his own money.
He got his own money.
Listen,
I'm somewhere butt naked with olive oil rolling in it. I'm just telling you. I don't care.
Okay, so you didn't have to give us that visual, but I get what you're saying. It would have been that type of liberating experience. I get it. I understand. Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to Switzerland. You're going to come find me in a tunnel to extradite me.
Hey, for real. Yeah. And listen, and you have to look. Somebody gonna have to chase me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm running. Once you give me, you got to show me where your foot's. I'm running, bro. I'm running. I'm running.
Hey, I ain't leaving no tracks, no trail. I'm asking my wife one time. You coming? You hesitate? That's pretty much. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got it. We ready. Hold on. Yeah. This is, I don't know. This is hilarious to me. This one had me, and I'm like, no, it could have been me actually, but it couldn't have been me on the opposite end because I'd have had to do some real damage afterwards. Come on, yo. All right. Here we go. It won't let me make it any bigger. I've been trying to do
What
that.
the hell?
Yeah.
Is this the Plank Challenge 2020 edition? What's going on?
We gonna see.
Wait for him to pull out first. And then when
Watch.
What?
Did you see the ball near his head?
Wait, what?
They live on a golf course.
Bruh, no.
Watch. Watch.
Is that the ball right down there?
Yes. That's the ball.
Oh, buddy almost died. Dang.
No.
wait for him to pull out first. And then when
Watch. He's playing a prank on him because the ball came over in his yard.
Oh, he's pranking the dude. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That couldn't have been me because when I found out he was joking, I'd have hit him for real. That's hilarious, though.
Buddy looking like, what is going on? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Right. Do I run? I need my ball.
Now, listen, first of all, let's get this straight. What do I do? I didn't do anything. If I come over and I see somebody laying down, I'm calling 911, be like, hey man, somebody done fell out over here. I don't know what happened. I was looking for my golf ball and I walked up on this dude, he was dead.
Yeah.
That's my story, I'm sticking to it.
Listen, that was funny, though. I was like that. I was like, that was funny because Buddy walked up like, where's the ball? Then he sees the body. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
If it had been a black golfer, all you'd have seen is some shoes going in the other direction.
Listen, I would have called on my phone though.
Called who?
Oh, who 911? Hey, somebody done fell out over here.
I was
Where?
golfing black.
Where? I don't know. Y'all already sent somebody out here. Where you at, sir? Look. You asked so many questions. I just seen somebody out over here. Y'all need to come check him out. I ain't got nothing to do with it. My name Bennett. I ain't in it. Y'all need to come check him out. He's somebody done fell out.
In his backyard. He's in his backyard.
Hey, listen, I'm finna go. I don't want my name in it. I don't want my name in it. What's your name, sir? No. I don't want my name in it. I'm just saying somebody flash right to come see about him.
Check around the 13th hole. Around the 13th hole.
Yeah. And I'm just setting the phone. And I'm setting my phone off. The power off, everything. What's it? No.
Oh, I saw that, man. I did. I hollered. I thought that was funny. I really did. Even without them in the background. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, no, I'm good on that. Wouldn't they? You right. They wouldn't have got me. They would have got you. They wouldn't have got me.
It couldn't have been me.
Not at all.
And he stood there and looked while Buddy walked in the house.
Yeah. Nah.
Dang. That was funny. That was funny.
I'm good on that.
Here's the funny thing. I was showing it to my mom. My mom, very compassionate, loving individual.
Right.
My mom saw that and said if it was a black guy laying in the yard, the golfer would have pulled out a pistol and finished him off.
Oh, jeez. Sadly,
right.
Sadly, there could be a method to her madness. There's something there.
He gonna tell on me.
There's something there. That's all I can say. It's something there. Can't tell you. It's there. So,
I thought it was funny.
That's it.
Saw it. Oh man. Well, look, bro. Hey, darn. It really is that time. Okay. I'd like to give a special shout out to my wife today. My wife is a pretty amazing person. And she went healthy. She made a big salad. It was like a 7-8 layer salad. And she made this homemade dressing with, and I haven't been messing with sour cream, trying to get away from dairy. But this dressing was so good, you could put it on. I mean, my niece put it on a piece of chicken. That's how good the dressing was. It was just, the salad was just lights out. I got to give her props, lights out. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my daughter. Shout out to my cousin Lynn. I didn't give your whole government name, so don't try to attack me later. And shout out to you, Badger. Shout out to you.
Man, I appreciate that, bro. interesting week. All I can tell everybody is, man, y'all just stay rocking with us, man. We got some things about to come our way. We're going to make some changes to this show. We're going to become your favorite fighter's favorite show. And yours too, while we at it, because it's how committed we are to working and getting things done. Mm-hmm. So y'all just stick with us. These changes are going to come quick. They're going to come fast, but I guarantee y'all going to love them because we're doing it for y'all and for ourselves because we need the therapy. Shouts out all the entrepreneurs out there in the struggle. Check on your peoples, man. It's rough out here. Shout out everybody that lace them up. You know, this is the first little bit of normalcy we getting. And nothing feels right now. You know, fighting is the only thing that kind of feels normal. I tried watching the basketball game yesterday. Just didn't feel right. Tried watching a little bit of baseball today. Just didn't feel right. And with these schools scrambling, trying to make conference on these schedules and certain teams saying they're not going to participate, all this is going to be interesting, but it's only going to lead to more problems. So check on your people, man. Love on them. You know, make sure everybody in a good space. But other than that, man, that's all we got until next time. Oh, this show comes on again Wednesday at 7 p.m. and the next Sunday at 7 p.m. and every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m. And there's another show, The Beatdown, that comes on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we might have a guest tomorrow, maybe. Or maybe it's just us being great because we're great. So that's all we got. Fighters Nation, we'll holler at y'all. Peace.